All right, my people. So let's do this. We spoke on Euro USD. I got two interesting things to watch today, or to look at today, to look at now, and the day will be very interesting. Like I spoke on yesterday, we have the PCE readings today. That is personal consumption expenditure. Learn that from Richard. All right, greater than forecast, good for currency. Forecast is 0.2%. Last time was 0.1%. So I'm expecting nothing. If this comes out 0.3, 0.4, 0.5%, so very much bigger number than what we see here forecasted, oh my God, there will be turmoil in the markets. What will happen is this. Basically, this means that inflation has gone up again. And it means that US will start to need to increase interest rates. And therefore also the increased interest rates, it means people or the market has expected a pivot in the interest rates. And that pivot doesn't come. So it's not just that doesn't come, they increase interest rates on top of that. It means that the US dollar will of course fly, but it will basically send the US economy to a recession, especially with the debt levels and everything that is in right now, and the supply problems that it's having and all of the good stuff. The US being decoupled from the oil more and more. The petrodollar is losing its power more and more to yen and other stuff. If the increased interest rates drip, then they will not print money. Printing money is when they put down the interest rates. You have to lower the interest rates first to be able to print money. So, and this is why, you saw these numbers coming lower, but and basically they laid it up perfectly to stop printing money. But now we will see. If this comes out low, then they've set it up perfectly. But I'm just saying, like, why I'm talking about this is because this is how market often get caught on the blind side. It expects something, and then the opposite happens. And if you're ready for that, then it doesn't mean that you have to expect that to happen, but you have to be ready for that to happen. When you're ready for that, then you know how to handle the markets. And how you handle the markets in this case here, it's not only Euro USD. Let's say Euro USD, for example. Of course, this one will drop. Dollar will pump. Gold would probably drop also, even though it has decoupled itself from the US dollar. In this case here, I think it would drop because this has a major impact. If they start increasing interest rates, that has a major impact on gold. That means that the US dollar gets suddenly very attractive for central banks to hold because they get a good interest on it, and therefore they're selling off gold and buying US dollar, of course. But let's look at BTC. I have a beautiful setup on BTC. I love this setup. This trade requires quite a big stop loss, so you do want to buy it discounted up here somewhere. That would be lovely. The entry level is at about 40,000, but not to lose my thread. So if they start increasing interest rates, or if this number goes up, which signals that they might increase interest rates or let the interest rate stay where they are and not pivot the interest rates, so decrease them as were promised for this year, that would send BTC down a lot. I'm not going to say a lot, but it's going to send BTC down. So that would confirm this whole technical structure here. So we're going to see what happens. But you want to sell this one from a discounted level. It's a very beautiful setup if you look on a daily time frame. Yeah, so you see the leg is forming, the shape is forming. It's basically the same thing that you see here. And I've seen this previously many times happen. And why I think BTC should go down is because a lot of big wallets are selling off. Even though BlackRock right now is accumulating, a lot of big wallets are selling off and dumping to buy it cheaper again. So the fundamentals, the on-chain data and so on signals a bearish move, a big bearish move actually. So they could send it even further down to about 29,000, 30,000, those levels. But let's focus on the levels that we got here. So me, I'm waiting for a juicy entry. I'm starting to scale in from 40,030-ish, around 40,000. Basically, it doesn't matter so much. Just a couple of pips here and there. The stop loss is very big on this one, though. Have to be ready for that. So you have to scale in with very small lots on it. It's a 59 pip stop loss. All right. And I tell you, I even wanted to put it a little bit higher. I wanted to put it here. So, but I think the 59 pip stop loss is good enough. Well, much more than good enough. Why I have such a big stop loss is because, as we know, and I'm tired of getting wicked out by this thing, but as we know, BTC loves to make a liquidity grab and then do its move. So that is the liquidity grab that we are prepping ourselves for in this case here. But it's coming up nicely to entry zone. Okay, perfect. But this one is during the day today. I don't think it's going to drop now. I think it's waiting for the news also, like everything else. But eurusd, let's get back to it, because we spoke about a lot about this one yesterday. We had our eyes on this one yesterday, and it just dumped when the news came. All right. And what did I say yesterday? I said that if it breaches the demand zone here, the 78.6 to the 88.6 Fibonacci levels, then on the last push upwards that we had, then I think we will see, then I'm pretty sure it will drop further and take this low, of course, and then drop further down. So this happened during the night, during Asia session. I can imagine now during London, the market starts pumping up a little bit and enters this demand zone that we got up here. Sorry, supply zone that we got up here. We got a nice little supply zone here, and if so, I'm definitely looking for sells. The downside is, yeah, news of course, but we want to see news confirm it. But the big downside is Friday. So if this happens too late, then I won't touch it. I would put the stop loss at about 20 pips, at about 1.08540. And the take profit on this one is at least down to the extension here. And there's a perfect 1 to 2 risk to reward. So at least down there. I think it can go even lower, but we will see. We take it from there. That's a 42 pip take profit. We're looking at, yeah, this is what I want to show. If we're looking at the daily and 4-hourly and daily time frame, then we see that this one has potential to go a lot lower. We pull fib here from this bottom, this last major swing, this top, what kind of come through? Yeah, that means we would enter the sweet spot. Oh, sorry, the demand zone. And we got a nice order block over here. Okay. You know what? I might take it back a little bit. We're just gonna have to observe and see what this market does, because there's a big ass cluster of order block here, and I'm having a hard time seeing market coming down here and not respecting all these orders here, all these unfilled orders. So it should bounce off basically. And the thing is, that we already tapped slightly into it. So I think what can happen now is this: market comes up and hits the demand zone up there that I spoke on, this one, and then dumps back down. I'm entering this sell here if it comes up this morning, but I want to have it from 1.08350 is what I want to have it. And I would put the stop loss at much smaller stop loss. I would put it at 1.08470. And one take profit, I would have it, or I will have it here already. Basically at the top. At the top of the demand zone right there. Boom. What we just saw now is basically a nice little, this here is a nice little silver bullet trade actually. Changing character, left fair value gap behind it, shooting up now, but needs to come and enter, touch the zone to move forward. But we ain't taking the silver bullet because of the market conditions as they are. I'm gonna mark it out just for practice. You guys see what I see? So here we have changing character that we always look for. Here's the fair value gap. And this would then be a buy. This buy would be all the way up here. Perfect to our entry actually. Let's see here. Yep, that's a nice one. I'm gonna leave it there for just for practice. I'm gonna see how it works out. So let's see if this one comes back, taps our fair value gap, and moves upwards. Why I don't want to touch it is, like I said, the market is are as they are with the big news ahead and behind it, and I wanted to backtest it on eurusd a little bit more for January before we dive deeper into this and start taking trades on it, because January has, as we know it by now, been as it has been. It has been very choppy, very difficult, and nothing has been really as it's supposed to be in the markets. It hasn't been so for a long time, but this like this month so far has been really difficult, and therefore we're not taking any unnecessary risk. We're looking at the trades where we have nice confirmations. All right, so that's that. All right, eurusd, this one is coming up nicely to entry. I'm actually going to start scaling into this one now. So I'm taking my first position. Next entry, I think I'm having it definitely somewhere inside the sweet spot zone. I think if it starts touching these tops, then I'm going for the second entry. I've split up my entries in 4 on this one. So first entry was now around these tops. I will take the second entry, so around 40,180, and then with the second two I will let them I will wait with them like at least 40,300 ish, somewhere there on. I will check for some fib levels. All right, that's that. So eurusd, we have this trade set up. Right, that's the trade idea. It's in this. It's in the channel. Let's see this one. Oh, silver bullet trade tapped in. 1 pip above. Entries actually. All right, nice. This is for practicing purposes. Let's see how this one works out for today. Looks good, actually. So that's that. So we got BTC that I'm looking at, and we got eurusd that we are looking at. And with that said, let's look at gold a quickie. Let's chop down what has been and what is. So, our beloved gold. Gold is resting at a 38.2 from this last major push that we had since October up until the all-time high that happened in December, 1st of December. And now we're resting on this, the 38.2 there, and been consolidating basically there for a while. So if we zoom in on this a little bit, we have this box that gold was trapped in for a while, and market has made its way into this box again, and it's resting here as using it as support. So it has flipped the resistance as support again, and as you see, it's kind of bouncing off. It's rejecting it right now, so we'll see if this one holds. During Asia session, market came up and has been, you know, testing it a little bit just before London open. So let's see if London managed to push from it. I've been saying it that I think that gold needs to come down here, grab some of this liquidity down here. We have a nice downtrend also on this thing. So the question is, of course, will it come down here? And I think we will see that today in the news. Today in the news, we will find out. I think until the news, I don't think much will happen here. I think it will be quite chill. Maybe that rumor starts pumping it. We have seen it lately, so be ready for that as well. We have seen it lately. Rumors starting to pump the news. Rumors starting to make a pre-pump before the news. But yeah, it remains to see. A beautiful order block up here. Which would confirm this resistance level that we have here. We'll see if it breaks this one, if it breaks the support here. I think we're down for a sweet ride all the way down to at least 2000, but I think we're going below it actually. I think we're going down to about 19, like I said before, 1978 to about 1986. That's that. As you see, it's hitting the roof of this resistance now. So it will be interesting to see how it reacts to it. If it starts pumping and breaches these highs here at about 40,180, let's say 40,200, and it does so with force, momentum, and I think it's definite liquidity grab. And I think it wants to come in and grab some of the liquidity here in this wick that we see that happened in January 24th. And then you're gonna see a big dump or a very fast dump down directly from that. That is what we're hoping to see, our theory in this. But with that said, guys, I'm leaving it like that. You have the trade ideas on eurusd, you have the trade ideas on BTC, and we staying with those. It's Friday, so markets is normally quite chill. Don't position yourself too heavy before the news. Be careful with them. Like I said, remember that this one has the potential to move the market a lot. So when I mean a lot, it means that it can skip. The slippage can make your broker skip your stop loss. You don't want that to happen. So you got to be very careful. So if you're in a trade during the news, then you want to have a good margin to your stop loss. You want to be good in profit. All right. Our silver bullet trade ran perfectly. It's running perfectly. Oh, well, good to know. All right, with this said, guys, I'm wrapping it up. Have a nice one. And I wish you guys a beautiful weekend. And with that said, peace.